Hi, I'm Elena Chapman, two-time international best-selling author and a soul nurturer. In this video, I would like to share with you my story. I wasn't always a soul nurturer, and I can tell you when I first started in this business, I was feeling overwhelmed. I couldn't see how I could juggle my family, my relationships, romantic relationships I'm talking about, and my business. I also wasn't getting the clients like I thought. You put your shingle up there and people come, but it doesn't work that way. I was having trouble tapping in on something that I knew I wanted to bring out to them, but I wasn't bringing it out. So fast forward now, and I am bringing out that very special part of me. I am balancing my family life, my romantic life, and my business. It's a dream come true. I feel balanced. I have that inner calm. And I'm celebrating in ways like coming to beautiful places to do work, to doing wonderful summits. I'm building and building and building and creating, which is what we're meant to do. This is my story of how I got there. So it all started way back when I was around 7. I was kind of a funny duck. I was very independent. Some would say bossy. I prefer to say leader. But one thing was not accepted: my spirituality. I was very spiritual as a kid. I would walk 2 blocks to church. My parents didn't want to go to church, and I did. So I would walk myself to church. How many 7-year-olds do you know that do that? How many 7-year-olds can you drag to church? But I would walk myself. And I would read parts of whatever I could of my childhood Bible. And I wanted to learn, and I was always full of questions. My mother thought I was very strange. And I also went to a Catholic school. I was Catholic then. And the nuns didn't really want to foster that, believe it or not. They were more about rules and regulations, and they didn't like me asking why. So I got a very strong message that spirituality was a very personal thing, and you didn't talk about it. Now you fast forward, and I'm graduating high school. I'm trying to make my way in my life. And I always say there were 3 things I loved. I loved music, I loved plants, and I loved writing. Now, none of those are the stockbroker that my dad was, and it wasn't the scientist he thought I was going to be, the doctor, but they were my love. And people were grouchy. I was choosing a field in music at that time. It had to do with my spirit wanting to sing. And my spirit knew, and I actually started studying with a mentor to learn why people had such a hard time dealing with me trying to let my voice out in the way that I wanted to. I still ended up doing what I wanted. I still kept my spirituality to myself though, but I did my music and I was growing. Then we fast forward a little bit more. And I'm married and I have 3 beautiful children, and I'm still learning in my spirituality. But then the marriage didn't work out, and that had to do with me wanting to break free in my spirituality, to be who I am inside, and also to voice my opinions about what I thought of God, what I thought of our spiritual life, where I thought we ended up. It turned out to be a very hard divorce. It lasted 6.5 years. And most of that was trying to protect my children. But alongside that divorce, we were attacked. It went right alongside the divorce, but it was tremendous. It was taking away every secure thing you can imagine in your life. You think your house is secure because you have a security system. No, it doesn't work that way. I had days where I was thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? It was because of my spirituality and the women in my life. Those 2 things helped me make it through to a point where I could not get swallowed up by the attacks, focus on what I needed to focus on, my family, ending that divorce for the betterment of all, getting our lives in order and actually bloom and not go crazy. When I wrote my book, I used these tools that I learned, but I kept out the spirituality. Why? Because I had learned that wasn't acceptable. But I always knew that what would help a lot of these clients the most is that if they opened their eyes to their spirituality, if they understood they were not alone, that there was big bigger things at play that were supporting them and that they were such a big part of, it would make their journey so much easier. I wasn't living by my true self. I knew there was so much more. I dove in with both feet and I taught them the spiritual. I had them dig down into their soul and bring that beautiful energy to full bloom. Spirituality is so vital for everyone. So I'm providing a very missing piece. Knowing this, people are coming because I am saying everything with my true voice. So if any part of my journey resonates with you, I want to invite you to a wonderful free gift I have just for you. It's a gratitude book, because gratitude sets you up into wonder. That's the first step. So just click down below and gain your free gift with a gratitude book from me. Namaste.